When they first met, they were just two young people in love. They dreamed about everything: a beautiful home, children running through the halls, growing old together, traveling the world, and one day sitting on a porch with gray hair, laughing about all the years they had shared. She believed every dream they spoke would become their reality. She came from a family that taught her that nothing worth having came easily. So she worked. She studied while others slept. She sacrificed weekends, holidays, and countless hours chasing a career she had dreamed about since she was a little girl. Eventually, she reached that dream. She was proud, not because of the paycheck, but because she had earned every step herself. Her husband had grown up differently. His family was financially comfortable. He never had to struggle the way she had, but she didn't mind. She loved him for who he was, not for what he had. After they married, they agreed that he would take care of the finances. She trusted him completely. Every paycheck she earned went directly into the account he managed. She never checked how much money she was making. She never asked where every dollar went. She believed marriage meant trust. She worked long hours. She paid the mortgage. She paid the electric bill, the groceries, the insurance, and the countless little expenses that come with building a home. When she came home, she cleaned, she cooked, she folded laundry, she prepared for another long day at work. She never kept score. She thought love wasn't supposed to keep score. Then life changed. His father became seriously ill. When he passed away, her husband was never quite the same. She watched grief consume him. Some evenings, he would sit alone for hours, staring into space. She would quietly sit beside him. Sometimes she held his hand. Sometimes she asked if he wanted to talk. Sometimes she simply sat in silence because she knew grief doesn't always have words. She loved him enough to carry his silence, but slowly, his silence became distance. The conversation stopped. The laughter disappeared. The hugs became rare. Instead of leaning on his wife, he disappeared into video games, his phone, and a world she was never invited into. She kept telling herself it was temporary. He just needed time. Tomorrow would be better. Tomorrow never came. Months became years. They lived in the same house, but they were no longer living the same life. He was still kind to her. If she was sick, he brought her medicine. If something broke, he fixed it. If she needed help carrying groceries, he never said no. He treated her like a dear friend. But somewhere along the way, he had stopped loving her like his wife. Every night she climbed into bed alone. Sometimes he stayed awake in another room. Sometimes she cried quietly so he wouldn't hear. She began to wonder if maybe this was simply what marriage looked like after enough years. Maybe love was supposed to fade. Maybe she expected too much. She blamed herself for everything she couldn't explain. 9 years after saying, "I do," her world shattered. She discovered that for the previous 3 years, her husband had been having a relationship with another woman. While she worked overtime to build their future, he had been building another one. The pain wasn't just that he had fallen in love with someone else. The pain was realizing that her loneliness had never been imagined. Every empty dinner, every sleepless night, every unanswered conversation. Her heart had known the truth long before her mind did. When they finally spoke, he told her he wanted a different future. He wanted to marry someone 25 years younger. He said he wanted children and believed that because they had never been able to have them together, it was time for him to move on. Those words echoed inside her for months. not because she believed she wasn't enough, but because she couldn't understand how someone she had loved so deeply could walk away so easily. She hoped his family would stand beside her. For nearly a decade, she had loved them as her own. They hugged her. They told her she would always be family. They said they were sorry. But when it mattered most, no one spoke. No one defended her. No one asked him to take responsibility. Silence became their answer. One morning, she walked through every room of the house they had built together. She looked at the kitchen, where she had cooked thousands of meals, the living room where they had dreamed about the future, the bedroom where she had cried herself to sleep more nights than she could remember. She realized something that changed everything. She had spent years trying to save a marriage that only one person was fighting for. So she packed her things, not with anger, not with revenge, but with hope. She left. She rented a small home. The first night felt unfamiliar. There was no television playing in another room, no footsteps down the hallway, no waiting for someone who had already left emotionally years before. Only silence. But for the first time, the silence felt peaceful. Healing didn't happen overnight. Some mornings she cried over memories. Some evenings she questioned everything. Some days she missed the future she thought she was going to have more than the man himself. Little by little, life began to return. She laughed again. She slept through the night. She smiled without pretending. Years later, she now sits on the wooden deck of the home she bought herself, a home with a mortgage she proudly pays every month through her own hard work. She holds a warm cup of coffee while soft rain falls across her backyard. Sometimes the rain brings old memories. She wonders if he is happy. She wonders if he found the life he was searching for. She wonders if he ever thinks about the woman who stood beside him through every difficult season. The thoughts come, but they never stay. She looks around her home, the flowers blooming in the garden, the peaceful backyard, the porch she always dreamed of. Then she smiles, because this life, she built it herself with the love of her family, with the grace of God, with strength she never knew she possessed. She closes her eyes and whispers softly, "Thank you, God. Thank you for carrying me when I couldn't walk on my own. Thank you for my family who reminded me I was loved. Thank you for giving me another chance to find peace." She opens her eyes. The rain continues to fall, but it no longer sounds like sadness. It sounds like freedom. She realizes she never truly missed the marriage. She missed the love she spent years hoping it would become. There is a difference. Once, she believed the tiny crumbs of affection he offered were enough. A kind word, a quick hug, a thoughtful favor. She thought those crumbs were love because she had never experienced what it felt like to receive the whole loaf. Now she knows. Real love doesn't make you feel invisible. Real love doesn't leave you wondering if you're enough. Real love doesn't ask you to shrink yourself just to be chosen. Would she ever go back? Never. Not because she hates him, but because she finally loves herself. Sometimes losing the life you planned is the very thing that makes room for the life you were always meant to live. Sometimes the greatest love story isn't about finding another person. Sometimes it's about finding yourself. And that became the happiest ending she never saw coming. If this story touched your heart, thank you for listening. Now I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever had to let go of a chapter of your life to find your own peace? Or are you still waiting for the courage to begin again? Share your story in the comments below. Your words may be exactly what someone else needs to read today. If this story gave you hope, please like this video, subscribe for more original stories, and share it with someone who may need the reminder that healing is possible. And before you go, remember this: never settle for crumbs when you deserve a table filled with love. Never mistake loneliness for peace. And never be afraid to start over. Sometimes the home you build after heartbreak becomes the place where your heart finally comes home.